Satnam. Good morning and welcome to today's class. Today we continue with the Yoga Sutras, and the sutra we're looking at today is Isvara. And Isvara Pranidhana is basically the pure light of knowledge. So when we work with the sutra, we're working beyond the knowledge of the known world, and we're working into the knowledge within. Isvara means true self, and Pranidhana is ultimate reality. So when Patanjali speaks about Isvara Pranidhana, he's talking about a transformative catalyst, a guide for aiding the yogi on the path of spiritual emancipation. Now, when we talk about knowledge, knowledge is something that we don't get in one sitting. And by one sitting, I mean 12 years of school or another 3 years of uni. Knowledge is something that we are constantly gaining through an opening of the mind and an opening of awareness. When we work with knowledge, we are constantly building on what we already know and allowing ourselves to open up to the possibilities of what's out there. This becomes particularly evident in our contemporary society. With social media, we know that we're being fed information constantly that really cements what we already know and believe about the world. And so we have to make a conscious effort to open ourselves up to the possibilities that may be out there. For example, there's a beautiful quote by Jeff Bezos of Amazon, and I'm paraphrasing here. It's not exactly what he said, but the gist of what he says is he wants to constantly have his mind changed. So he wants you to present him with enough information that he will change his mind. And this is such a beautiful attitude to have to life. Instead of dogmatically staying with one belief, with something that we know to be true, and so we hold on to it, we say, give me the evidence, show me the argument, and if it is compelling enough, I will change my mind. And that really opens up the whole world of possibility into our existence. I know certainly for myself, what I learned in biology and science at school 25 odd years ago is mostly null and void. In the 25 years since I was doing biology in school, what we know about genetics and DNA and cells has transformed completely. If I think back simply to 15 years ago when I started my yoga practice or my yoga teaching, there was so much then that we couldn't prove. We just simply had to believe because we felt it. But now we have science that proves all of these things. And so even the naysayers are having to think, okay, hang on a second, maybe there is something to this. And this is why it's so important to keep this open mind, this Isvara mentality, where I'm constantly learning, constantly taking on new information. One of the keys to the practice of Isvara is ironically surrender. And we surrender into the inner knowing. Because of course, within us is everything. The whole vastness of the universe resides within us. But we are raised with certain beliefs, cultures, information, and so that information becomes hidden. And it's layers and layers and layers that build up on all of this knowledge within. So Isvara says, surrender to it. Surrender to the knowing and allow the information to come from within. And this is really important because surrender in this sense isn't waving a white flag, I give up. Surrender is saying that I'm willing to open myself up to what I cannot know, to what I cannot prove, to what is simply there within me. And this is the essence of the practice of Isvara. Isvara means true self. It's that self that is underneath all of the layers. It's the very essence of our being. And Pranidhana is ultimate reality. So when we're working with this sutra, we're working with the true self, connecting to the ultimate reality of all that is. And we're going to practice today quite a strong kriya. We're going to be doing a lot of movement, and we're going to be physically challenging ourselves. And of course, when we physically challenge ourselves, the body loves it, but it's the mind that steps in and says, oh, no, 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 this is too hard for me, or I can't do this, or I'm not this kind of person. And so we have to break out of those old beliefs, and we have to find a way to push through. I think I'm scaring you. It's not that bad. Don't worry. So let's bring our hands together and bring them to our heart centers. Take a beautiful, long, deep breath in as you lengthen your spine and tuck your tailbone under. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And take a beautiful long deep breath in. Hold the breath and feel that divine vibration, bowing to the primal wisdom, the wisdom of all of nature, of the land, of the sea, of the animals, the wisdom of all directions, and bowing to the wisdom within, the teacher within, and exhale. And then bring your hands to your knees. And let's start with some spinal flexors, inhaling up, exhaling down, this familiar routine, the ritual of bringing the body to the space, lifting and lowering from the base of the spine, head hardly moving at all. Stay with your breath. If it feels safe, maybe closing your eyes. And come to center and move to Sufi grind, massaging the internal organs, feeling this beautiful connection to the body, a very intimate movement. You may feel like moving faster, maybe you slow down, but we trust the innate wisdom of the body and change direction, honoring that the body always knows exactly what it needs. And come back to center, and let's move into neck rolls, keeping the shoulders relaxed, spine lengthened. And change direction once again. And feel into your body. Remember, your body is the clue to your psyche. We feel through the body to understand the psyche. We embody our consciousness. And back to center. Bring your hands to your shoulders, fingers forwards, thumbs backwards, and inhale left, exhale right. Get a beautiful rhythmic movement. Again, feeling into the very tender, sensitive areas, the abdomen, the internal organs. And come back to center, release your hands, take a beautiful, long, deep breath in and exhale. Good, and then you can open out your legs, take them as wide apart as you can get them, roll forwards onto your sitting bones. Inhale at the center, and then exhale as you reach your chin towards your toes. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Beautiful. Each exhale, chest comes just a tiny bit closer towards the thigh. Keep your breath in rhythm with your movement. Lengthen your spine. And inhale up to center, turn to face the right leg, and exhale, relax down. Deeply relax. Soften, use your breath. Each exhale, surrender just a tiny bit more. Inhale, coming up, bring your right hand to your left knee, lift your chest, twist gaze over your left shoulder, and breathe into it. Keep the breath long and deep. And then turn to face the left leg and relax down to the left. Softening and surrendering, using the exhale. And inhale up to center, bring your left hand to your right knee, lift and twist, gazing over the right shoulder. Breathing into it. Staying deeply connected to the breath. And come back to center and relax. Deeply relax to the center. With each exhale, softening and surrendering. Releasing and letting go. Beautiful. And coming up. You can come onto your hands and your knees. Your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and start moving through cat and cow. Inhale, drop down, look up, and exhale, curling up. Beautiful. Really feeling into your spine, into your lower back. Beautiful, long, deep breaths, listening to your body. And come to neutral. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up. Press your heels all the way down. Relax your head and neck. And breathe into it. And then walk your hands to your feet. Grab hold of your elbows. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Relax your head, relax your neck, and lift your tailbone upwards. Beautiful, long, deep breathing. And soften your knees, curling up and come to standing, coming to Tadasana. And just take a moment here. Feel what you're feeling. Notice the energy as it moves through your body. Giving yourself permission to be completely present. Beautiful. So the first exercise we're going to be doing, feet are about hip distance apart. Arms are out to the sides, palms facing downwards. And we're going to inhale, come up on our toes, and exhale, drop down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And let's begin. So you want to come all the way up in a nice controlled movement. It may take a little while to find your balance. And the easiest way, of course, to maintain your balance is to find a drishti point, a gazing point. For me, I like to gaze at something on the floor. It helps to just keep me centered. But you may prefer something at eye level. Beautiful. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Make sure you're rising all the way up on your toes. That's it. Nice controlled movement. Isvara, going within, is the ability and willingness to surrender to that inner knowing. And it is a method for dissolving the endless wanderings of the mind. Patanjali teaches us that through intimate listening to the voice within, we begin to have a relationship with our inner guidance. And this is possible for all of us, to have this relationship to our inner guidance through the intimate listening within. Nearly there. And release. Lower your arms down. Take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. Squeeze more band. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles. Hold the breath in. Feel the energy as it circulates through your body. Take more breath in, this beautiful healing white light. Hold it. And exhale, release, come to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. Notice the sensations of being in your body. Beautiful. Now we're going to take our feet about a leg distance apart. And again, remember, most people think they have really short legs. So you probably need to go just a tiny bit wider. You want a really nice wide stance. The arms are going to be out to the side, and we're going to do the windmill movement, opposite hand to foot, moving in rhythm with your breath at a rate that feels nice and comfortable for you. Beautiful. Keeping the weight in the balls of your feet so that you're tipping slightly forwards. Tailbone is lifted up. And moving as quickly and as powerfully as you can. You want to hear your breath, a really nice, strong, powerful breath. Working into the body. Remembering that all of our wisdom is locked in the body. That's it. Keep going. Strong breath, powerful movement. Beautiful, strong movement, beautiful, strong breath. Start noticing how it feels. In order to listen to the voice within, we have to be connected to the body. So really allow yourself to feel these sensations. We're working heavily into the auric field today, the energy field that surrounds the body. So really feel what it feels like to enter that space around your body. Beautiful. Keep going. Just 10 more seconds. You're doing really, really well. Beautiful. And coming up, step your feet together. Come to Tadasana. Tailbone under, belly engaged. Take a long, deep breath in. Squeeze more band, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath in. Take more breath in and hold it. And exhale, release. And just be here. Notice the sensations in your fingertips, the crown of your head. Feel what it feels like to really be in your body. And intimately listen to the voice within. Beautiful. And you can take your feet now just slightly wider than hip distance apart. Just check your surrounds and make sure you've got enough space for your arms. The movement we're going to be doing is a little bit like butterfly in the swimming pool. So bringing the arms over the head as if you were doing butterfly. And again, we do this with the intention, let's begin, of cleansing the auric field. Close your eyes and get your breath into a rhythm with your movement. Beautiful. Really listening to your body. Keep your arms going. We are, of course, really challenging mind and body right now. So really listen into your old behaviors, your old beliefs. And remember that the body loves to be challenged. We just have to overcome the mind when we're challenging the body. So recognize those thoughts. Recognize those patterns. That's it. Keep going. Beautiful. Keep the arms moving. Notice the heat in the arms now. Become aware of it. And just find a way to keep moving. Maybe you need to slow right down. If you do need to pause, try and rest your arms above your head so that you can keep that flow of energy. We're not letting the energy drop down and starting from the beginning again. Last few seconds. And change direction, swinging the arms backwards. That's it. Notice how different this feels now and become aware of what thoughts are coming up for you. It's really important that we don't just push through dogmatically, that we push through with curiosity. What messages is my body sending to me? How is my mind responding to those messages? What do I need to do to keep moving? Beautiful. Keep your breath constant and in rhythm with your movement. And intimately listen to the voice within. That part of you that knows the pure light of knowledge that is within each one of us. And we ask ourselves, how do we become detached from this pure light of knowledge? And of course, it's all of the external sources. As children, we look to those above us, literally those that are taller than us, our parents, our teachers, our caregivers. And we turn to them to tell us how it is. And with the very best intentions, we become immune to the voice within. We stop hearing the voice within. And so to reconnect to that voice within is one of the primary challenges of our yoga practice. And one of the most beautiful gifts that we can give ourselves. Less than 10 seconds. Keep going. And release. Wow. Take a beautiful long deep breath in. Hold your breath as you squeeze more buttoned. And visualize the energy as a beautiful healing white light moving through your body, touching every single cell. Take more breath in. That was 4 minutes of arm swings. That's just amazing. Well done. And exhale, release. Come to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. Be all there. Connecting through intimate listening to the pure light of knowledge. We just ask ourselves, How do I know when I know? How do I know when I'm connecting to that pure light of knowledge? What is the sensation in my body when I don't question the inner voice? Beautiful. And then bring your palms together. Come up on your toes. Come down. Pause here for a moment. Then bring your knees to the mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under. Straighten your legs. And then you can step your right foot between your palms. Drop your left knee to the mat. Lift up your upper body. Bring your hands behind your back, palms together. Sink down in your hips and gaze forwards. Now you want to just hold this pose, hips sinking all the way down, chest up, eyes closed, and focus on your breath. Lengthening each exhale. And in this silence, intimately connecting to the voice within. Keep lengthening your out breath, using the stillness to collect to the pure light of knowledge within. And bring your hands to the mat. Tuck your left toes under. Step back to down dog. And then step your left foot between your palms. Drop your right knee to the mat. And again, coming up, bringing your hands to namaste behind your back. And sink down. And breathing consciously and with awareness. Intimately listening to the voice within as you begin to have a relationship to the inner guidance, sinking down, surrendering the body to gravity, surrendering the mind to infinite possibility. And release your hands. Step your left foot back, coming onto your knees. Bring your hips to your heels, hands to your feet, and drop your forehead to the mat. Deeply relax and surrender. Take a beautiful long deep inhalation. Squeeze more band. Allow that white healing light to move through your body. Take more breath in, hold it. And exhale, release. Breathing into awareness. Very gently curling up. Coming on to all fours. Tuck your toes under. Straighten your legs and come back to down dog. And the movement is inhale, drop your hips down. Now keep your hips off the mat, lift your chest up, Thighs are off the mat, and exhale, push up and back. And then just continue with that movement. So we inhale, drop down, hips off the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, push up and back, and just continue. Make sure your belly is nice and strong to protect your lower back, and move at the rhythm and pace that you need. So we never compromise the integrity of the posture for speed. Beautiful. Keep going. Inhaling as you drop down. Exhaling as you push up and back. It is said that this particular asana will keep you young no matter what. So there's some lovely motivation to keep going. It is said to be absolutely wonderful for the complexion. And so we move the body for youth, for vitality, for inner beauty and outer beauty. Nearly there. Just 15 more seconds to go. Find a way. Keep moving. And drop your knees to the mat. Sit back on your heels, forehead to the mat, and relax. Soften and surrender. Feel that magic of absolute surrender. Connecting to the knowing. Intimate listening of the voice within. Connecting to our inner guidance. And very gently curling up, coming onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, straighten your legs, press your heels down to the mat. Lift your tailbone up and hold. Beautiful, long, deep breathing. Listening intimately to the voice within. Science, philosophy, and religion often overlap, and yoga involves all three. It is a science because it presents knowledge of the physical world based on observation and experience. As a philosophy, it investigates truth and principles of existence, knowledge, and conduct. Finally, since yoga describes matters of a very fine and subtle nature, and is based on a theory of creation that involves an unchanging, permanent, divine awareness, it has a spiritual aspect as well. Isvara, the pure light of knowledge. The sutras state that Isvara is the original and eternal teacher, not limited by time. All knowledge learned in the manifest world ultimately sprouts from the seed of Isvara. This universal intelligence always was, is, and will be available to those who seek to understand truth. What a beautiful thought that all of this knowledge is available to us all the time. And you can drop your knees to the mat. Bring your hands to your feet. Drop your forehead to the mat. Allow your shoulders to fall forwards. Take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. Hold your breath. Squeeze more band and visualize the beautiful healing white light as it transforms every single cell in your body with beautiful healing energy. Take more breath in. And exhale. Release. Deeply soften. Feel what you're feeling. Connect to your breath. And connect to the inner light of awareness, the pure light of knowledge, the source of all wisdom within you. And very gently curling up. And you can come up onto your knees, preparing for Ustrasana, camel pose. Bringing your hands into the small of your back. Press your hips forward and drop your head all the way back. Now, holding this posture here, begin breath of fire. Make sure that you're supporting your back. Don't take your hands to your feet. Keep your hands on your back. Drop your head. You want to make sure your head is all the way back. Feel that extension through the throat, the vulnerability of opening the heart, opening the throat, exposing your most vulnerable parts of your being. Head back. We're not going to hold here for very long, so completely surrender to this posture. Keep your breath nice and strong. Just 15 more seconds. Keep going. And release. Coming down onto your knees. Take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. Squeeze more band, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath, circulate the energy. Take more breath, hold it. And exhale. Come to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. Rooted and grounded. Beautiful. Now, if it's possible, you can remain on your knees in Vajrasana. If it's painful for your knees, please come to a comfortable cross-legged posture. So the next exercise we're going to do, we're going to use mantra. And the mantra we're going to use today is Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa means infinity, Ta is birth, Na is death, and Ma is rebirth. So we bring these elements of the cycle of life into our practice. We're going to curl the fingers around the thumbs, so the thumbs are tucked into the fists. And the movement is to punch across the body, getting into a rhythm. So the torso is going to move, and we're going to do it in rhythm to the mantra. So it'll look like this: Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. We're going to start a little bit slowly, and we're gradually going to pick up the pace until we're going quite quickly. And let's begin. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Ta, na, ma. Sa, 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 ta, na, ma. Deep breath in. Squeeze more band, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath in. Feel that divine pranic energy circulating through your body. Take more breath in, hold it, and exhale. Release. Come to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. And completely present in your body. And bring your hands to your knees, palms face upwards, thumb lightly touching the index finger. Focus on your breath. Intimately listening to the voice within. Feeling into a relationship with your inner guidance. Understanding what it is to be in this body, of this world. From the inside out. And take a beautiful, long, deep breath in. Squeeze more bund, lift the pelvic floor, the anal muscles, and visualize the breath as it spirals up your spine, reaches to the crown of your head, and hold it there. Take more breath in. And exhale. Feel what you're feeling. And when it feels right, lying down on your mat in Shavasana or any other comfortable relaxation posture, maybe covering yourself with a blanket, just allowing yourself to be absolutely as comfortable as you can be. I relax my feet. I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax calves and thighs. I relax calves and thighs. Calves and thighs. Relax. I relax hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. I relax hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. Hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. Relax. I relax hands, arms, neck and shoulders. I relax hands, arms, neck and shoulders. Hands and arms, neck and shoulders. Relax. Relax face, eyes, nose, mouth, tongue. Face is relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed. filled with peace. And in this space of deep peace, I intimately listen to the voice within. I begin a beautiful relationship with my inner guidance, knowing that it is the original and eternal teacher, unlimited and infinite, beyond time, beyond space. I deeply respect the divine energy, untouched by the ever-changing world around me. I effortlessly connect to the pure inner light of knowledge. I open my mind, my psyche, to understand all points of view. I connect and synchronize to the greater community, nation, world, and universe that keeps me living with the rhythms of nature. There is peace within me, peace around me, and peace in all the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can start to bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. And very gently rubbing your thumb across your fingertips as you move your toes. You can take your arms above your head, have a beautiful stretch. And hug your knees to your chest. And drop your knees to the right. As you look over your left shoulder. And changing sides. Come back to center, rub the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together. As you rock up and come to Sukhasana, to easy pose. Bringing your hands together, come to your heart center. May the long-time sun shine upon us. All love surround us, and the pure light within guide our way on. Sat Nam. Sa Nam. Sa Nam. Satnam. May you have a very, very beautiful day.